We've come a long way, but it wasn't easy to get this far. Let me tell you how it all started. After the global crisis, I found shelter for my crew on this island. I had to set up basic infrastructure. Things like smelting iron and mining resources. But that required vehicles, and vehicles needed fuel. And I also had to make sure that my people had enough food and were taken care of. I increased our production, but to man all the machines, I needed more workers on the island. So we repaired our ship and set sail to find more people. But then, those pirates. After a few upgrades, we gave them a taste of 10,000 tons of diplomacy. The expeditions became crucial to meeting our growing demands for new resources. We utilized previously inaccessible parts of the island to get more space for our ever-growing factories and mines. And even bigger mines. Well, we just couldn't stop mining. We had to reclaim the land we mined and build even more. At the end, we became a major industrial power in the region, ensuring its safety and maintaining our growth and innovation, so we can one day restore access to the technologies we used to have, and maybe even more. So what about you, Captain? Are you up for the challenge?
Hello everyone, this is DragonLoon and welcome to a brand new game that still is in early alpha. Like, so early that this is the pre-alpha release that the developers were generous enough to give me a key to. And if you're interested in the game after you see the playthrough, go ahead and head over to their Kickstarter page and support the developers so that we can get a really awesome game. So, as I said, this is a pre-alpha version. There is only one map that gives us a very, very brief look into the gameplay, but it still looks really awesome, so let's go ahead and get on in here. All right. From one of our crew members, they say, "Captain, we have just docked at the secret island you told us about. It was not on the map. The island looks abandoned, but it seems to have plenty of natural resources." Good. I'm so glad that that the dock is still standing here. Unfortunately, our ship is badly damaged and needs major repairs, so we are stuck here for now until we put the dock into a better shape. How are our food supplies? We have a good amount of food supplies for now, but they won't last forever. We will need to build farms. However, we are quite low on construction parts, and I'll go ahead and let you guys pause the video and read through this, as this is the basic starting story. All right, so let's go ahead and pause by using the spacebar. And the first thing that we need to do is we need to set up smelters to smelt down the copper and iron and metal scrap here. We also need to set up some farms so that we can provide food for our housing over here. And of course the basic movement keys, WASD, and I believe there's a way to rotating the map. That's right, is the middle mouse button that rotates the camera up, down, left, right, etc., etc. So first thing I think we're going to do is we need to get we need to get some smelters going. So what we will do is, I believe, all right, so we need to get a coal maker, and we will put that in, right here. And if we hold down shift, we can actually put in 2 at a time, but we won't for now. We'll only do 1. And then we need a blast furnace. And we will start off by putting just 1 blast furnace in. We'll put it in right there as well. And then we will take our metal casters and we will put in one right there, and then we will also flip this to where the outputs for both metal casters are about even. So we will do that, and then let's rotate around, and we need to grab our molten channels, and starting here we will click, drag to there and click, and then repeat the process like that. All right, now we need a smokestack. Put the smokestack right, we'll put the smokestack over here. Then we're going to grab our pipes, start there, and we will raise it up over the molten stacks, and then bring it back down like that, and then over here like that, and then we will hook up this one in. And not too happy with the connections right there, so oh darn, we can't delete just a small section of it, I should say. So we will go ahead and connect those two. Oh, that didn't work. All right, let me get this going. There we go. All right, so we have that set up. And then the next thing that we need to do is we want to set up a research lab. We'll set the research lab up right next to the dock. And we need to select an area to harvest trees from. And we'll just start right there. Like that. There we go. All right. And then we will go ahead and start the simulation again and watch all our trucks head off. All right. So we have no research activated. So we'll go in here and take a look at the research table. And oh my word, is it ginormous. On the same level as games such as Dyson Sphere. And as you can see, there's still some things that aren't available. Now, in this first map, we won't necessarily be able to get all the way through a lot of this research, but we should be able to get a decent way through. So the first thing we're going to do, of course, basic farming. And I want to see if we can queue up other things. So we will also want construction. Nope, we can't queue up multiple research. So there we go. And we will start the simulation again. All right, and iron smelting. So furnaces allow metal melting ores, scrap, or other products into molten material, which can be then cast to final products in the casters. So what we need to do is we need to harvest wood. To harvest wood, you need to assign your trucks to tree harvesting. That can be done either via the truck's UI or via global vehicles overview panel. I think that's up here. It will automatically chop down nearby trees to prioritize trees that you would like to get removed sooner. You can use the tree designation tool. Ah, so we didn't even need to. Gotcha. Furnace produces exhaust gas that needs to be piped out, usually straight to a smokestack. Note that releasing toxic exhaust gases will cause air pollution that can cause population illness and decrease happiness. Later, you might want to consider researching gas cleaning technologies and clean the exhaust to reduce air pollution. All right, so let's go in here, and while it's paused, we'll assign that one to tree harvesting, and we'll assign that one to tree harvesting, and then we'll click on our abandoned communication station and start recycling. And there we go. Now our trucks are harvesting trees. And now we're producing coal. Not very quickly. I might want to... Actually, I am going to add another charcoal maker. Just like that. And we will pipe that in too. Just like that. And there are our first iron smeltings going on, and our farming research is done. So let's go back in here and we will start working on construction so that we can start getting the construction components that we are desperately gonna need. And while we wait, let's build some farms. And we will build the farm, our first farm right there. And let's go ahead and we squeeze another one in here. No, we cannot. So we will put another one right there. Nope. We won't do that one there. We will leave a little bit more space for trucks to get through and put it right there. All right. Now that we have the farms, we need to designate, and we are going to use the crop schedule for crop rotation. So first one we are going to do is potato, and then fallow, and then potato, and then fallow. Or fallow, excuse me. And we will do that. All right, and our second farm is done, but this time we are going to do green meadows or fallow, and then potatoes. That way it is on a different production cycle than this farm here. All right, and now our construction research is complete. And what we are going to do is we're going to work on vehicles next. That way we can start mining our iron and coal and all of that. But while we're waiting for that, we will do some manual production, or manual assembly, excuse me. And then we are going to store that. All right, Captain, we now have an assembly ready and can start producing construction parts. Wonderful. You will need a lot of construction parts to build everything we need. I will have to make sure we have enough of iron. Totally, Captain. Just one thing to keep in mind. Some buildings and vehicles require regular maintenance. We should research and build a maintenance depot as soon as possible. Otherwise, our equipment will start breaking down. Oh yes, will do. And we will need iron for maintenance as well. So, like I said, we are definitely going to need that iron. And we are already starting to produce assembly components. So we will put those construction components there. All right. We are doing awesome. But one thing that we are going to need, we are probably going to need some more housing. So we'll put that there. We'll put another one there. And then we need to wait for construction components. Because I think what we are going to need is another... Nope, I guess we don't need another market. All right, so first thing we're going to do is take care of the research. And we will want to do the power and beacon first. Okay. And then mining and dumping. And here's the tutorial for mining and dumping. We need to select an area to be mined out and utilize a mine control tower. And we also need to specify a dumping area for the waste and byproducts. So let's start by making a vehicle depot first. And we'll set that up right here next to our food market. And then we will also need a mine control tower. And we will set that up right there. And then we are going to edit the area so that it covers all of this iron here. Like that. All right. Then what we want to do is we want to designate a dumping area. And because we're going to need to get up this hill soon-ish, let's put the dumping area here. Nope. And all right. Like that, and then we will make it flat. Nope, we don't. I don't like that. There we go. All right, we'll make it flat like that. All right. And then we need the actual mining area, but we are going to make that a flat mine for now. And we are just going to mine out all of that. There we go. Now we just need to wait for construction components. Alright, and then one of the first things that we are going to need is we are going to need a couple more regular trucks. Or pickup trucks. That will make it 8, 9, 10, and then we will need one excavator. And once we have our power and beacon done, we will need to research the loose material storage so that we can store all the iron ore that we're going to be producing. All right, our power and beacon is done. So let's start researching the loose material storage. And now we need to set up the diesel generator. So we will set the generator up. Why don't we set it up right here near this storage? And we can also make the beacon there. All right, loose material storage is researched. So let's do maintenance next. Yeah, there we go. And the beacon is ready. Pause the beacon so that we don't get too many people in, because our unity is going down. Although I'm not sure why. Oh, because the beacon uses some unity as well, so we need to make sure that we have enough. All right, Captain, the beacon is up. We will need a constant supply of power from our diesel generator to keep it running. Also note that manning the beacon requires unity. It was time. I hope that we will be able to provide refuge to as many people as possible, and we will need more people to help us here. Captain, that is very nice of you. We just need to make sure that we have enough space in our settlement and enough food for everyone. People will not be happy if some are homeless, and our unity will go down because of it. Good point. I will make sure to scale up our food production and extend our settlement. How effective is the beacon long term? The effectiveness will decline over time. We will need to repair our ship and start exploring around to get even more people to join us. Yes, fixing our ship is a high priority. Well, not necessarily right now. Right now, what we are waiting for is the excavator, so that we can start mining out the iron, because our metal scrap is almost empty. Oh, the output is full? Oh, interesting. Okay, so we might need another smokestack, and we will put that... Hey, look at that. We will put that right there, and then grab a pipe and put that there for additional. There we go. Now we're producing charcoal faster. Good. So let's set up a couple loose storages right here. And our maintenance is done. Let's go ahead and start the settlement water, because we're going to need that. And for this, we will do iron ore. This one is iron ore as well. And we are waiting on iron plates. Bad. That's very, very bad. Uh-oh. Okay, so we are going to have to expend some of our unity that we have building up to quick build this so that we can get more iron. There we go. And now we will assign that to our iron mine and watch it go. There we go. Now we're getting the iron. Oh, and we are going to need storage for it. So we'll put the storage right there. There we go. All right, and we will also want to start mining out this coal here, which means we are going to need another excavator. And settlement water is complete. That's good, but I want to take a look at the... Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, that's cool. There's a large patch of coal over here. Nice. And there's all the copper. Okay, and sand is right there. Excellent. All right. So what we need to do, get rid of the layers, is set up some rainwater harvesters, and we are going to set those up like that. And we'll do 3 of them. And then we are going to need some fluid storage. And we'll do three of those, and then a water facility. And what we will have to do is connect those via pipe. Oops. Those were not put in the right direction. Try this again. And we'll actually put the storage out here like this. Okay, and then pipe those in. Just like that. And then we are going to need to take these pipes way out here. That, and then we are going to that and finish it. And we are going to put the waste water out. Just like that. All right, now we have low maintenance, so we need to fix that by building a maintenance depot. We'll build that right there. Oh, and I almost forgot, we need to pipe in the water like that. All right, now the next thing we need to do. All right, so we have one excavator, so let's build 3 more, yeah, we'll do 4 more trucks. And we need to designate land to be harvested for coal. There we go. All right, not enough workers. Oh, all right. Well, I guess we need to find more workers then. And now we will definitely need to work on basic diesel so that we can start getting some fuel produced. New refugees, which bring more copper, rubber, and some diesel. Hooray! Huzzah! Ooh. We don't have any storage for coal, that's right. All right, so what we are going to do is we are going to turn this off. And we need to build some loose storage over here. For coal. More refugees, more copper, rubber, and diesel. Awesome. All right. So let's go ahead and turn off the beacon for now. And we will probably need a few more pickup trucks. And basic diesel is done. And for that we need oil pump and a basic distillery. The oil pump is going to need, or the distillery to produce diesel is going to need coal and oil. And the oil field is over here. So let's put one there. And we'll put another one there. About connecting those? Nope, we can't connect those. We will have to move them. Okay. And now we should be able to do that. Connect the two just like that. Excellent. All right, so now we need some fluid storage and there we go. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and set up some more loose storage over here for our coal. Just like that. So we're not producing iron very fast. So let's build another excavator and a few more trucks. And diesel production. Awesome. Diesel production is not a clean process. It produces toxic liquids and gases. Gases can be released via smokestacks and liquids can be dumped into the ocean with a waste dump, which is what we have set up here. And of course we have low diesel, because we're not quite producing diesel just yet. That's not good. Let's see if we can bring in more colonists. All right. So we should be producing oil now, which we are. Now we should be also producing, oh, we don't have quite enough. Yep, there we go. And now we're producing fuel. And we just got more refugees. Awesome. All right, so while we are doing that, because this takes so much, we're only producing 6. Let's put in another couple pumps. All right, and now that we have everything set up pretty decently, let's start moving on to other research. So we have copper and construction 2, but copper will get us conveyor belts, I think. No. Construction 2 will get us conveyor belts, so that's what we're going to do. More refugees. All right. So now that we have another excavator, let's go ahead and assign that to ironing, or iron mining, I should say, and we will also expand this out just a bit more. And we will need to assign a few more pickups. And because I just saw one of our excavators drive off to get some more fuel, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a fluid storage right there for fuel. And we are going to say keep that much full. There we go. All right, some more population, and I think what we are going to do is pause the beacon for now. There we go. And now we have fuel over by our mine. All right, construction 2 gets us a couple new buildings as well as some new productions. So let's take a look at what we got. We have, I don't know what we have. Ah, there it is. So we have the concrete mixer, which takes sand and water to make concrete slabs, and we have the electric assembler, which uses power rather than manual. That produces 4 construction every 30 seconds. That one produces every 20 seconds. So let's go ahead and slap one of those down there. All right, and then, yes, we have the ability to make conveyor belts now. Flat conveyors and U-shaped conveyors. U-shaped conveyors should be nice for ore. All right. All right, so our electric assembly is not defined, so we will turn on. We'll turn on both productions there. All right, and we have a new tutorial for logistics. Let's see, trucks are the most versatile way to transport products around the island. There is no need to set up any routes or stops. Trucks will automatically transport products wherever they are needed, unless the destination is blocked by other buildings or terrain features. However, for periodic deliveries, it is better to build dedicated conveyor belts, otherwise the trucks can get easily overwhelmed and machines in your factory will be frequently waiting for input outputs. You can see the current load in your logistics system in the overview panel on the top left of the screen. That would be the this one here. So what we want to do is now build some conveyors. So we are going to transport loose products at max rate of 1 per second with speed of 1 tile per second. Transport unit products at a max rate. Okay, so the flat would be here. This, and we go up. That. There, and then we can do the same here. Like that, okay. Now we should be, oh, and we can do the same thing here. Okay, then we need the U-shaped conveyor belts. Go in there. And... nope, I can't connect those ones. That's fine, but we will connect the iron from there to there. Oh, right. Excellent. Oh, and we want to connect the U-shaped up here as well for that one. Alrighty. There we go. Now we just need to start producing the construction part 2s, which require concrete. So for that, this one's going to be tricky. Let's come up here because this is where the sand is. There we go. Now we'll just have to wait for everything to be built. So we are running into a slight problem with our power. We don't have enough. So let's make another diesel generator. I think what we're going to also do, we are going to put in a fluid storage. Right there, and pipe that in to both of them. Alright, so we are not producing enough diesel quick enough, but that's fine. All we have to do is increase our oil production. All right, so I'm working on getting another distiller going. In fact, we'll use the Unity to do that. There we go. Now we should be producing plenty of fuel. Excellent. All right, and it looks like... oh, okay. All right. Transportation balancing. Wonder if that's what I need. Yep, that's what I need. We need to do transportation balancing, so that's what we will do. All right, because as it sits right now, we're trying to send the wrong product, the wrong location. So we will, that conveyor belt and that conveyor belt, we'll just wait for these. Or do it that way. That's what we do. That one to where it only produces that. That and that. And there we go. All right, so we almost have it to where we can send our boat out to look for things. Oh yes, and we need to start harvesting copper, maybe? Means we need to clear that area. All right, transport balancing is complete. Although now we don't don't necessarily need it, but what we do need is copper smelting. All right, so we are getting quite a bit done for this first map, which is really awesome. Oh, look at that, we have the copper smelting done. So the next thing we will start doing is the ship dock repair. And we will start that, but we will get to that next time. As I think I'm gonna call it here. We've gotten a lot done. We've gotten some farms going, which are giving us a constant 14 months worth of food, which is good. We might have to expand that here in a little bit. We've gotten a decent number of people. Let's see, our total population cap is 240, so we might have to expand that out again as well. But we are starting to harvest our iron, which is good. We are producing iron sheets here. We're producing construction parts number 2 here, regular construction parts in these two. We've got our concrete slabs production setup, just a basic one. So we're harvesting that, and we are producing quite a bit of fuel rather quickly, which is good there. Next time, I think what we're going to try and work on is continuing here. We'll probably get the, well, we definitely will get the ship dock repair here completed, and then I think we're going to move on to irrigated farms and the fuel station. And then from there, I do not know where we might go from there. There is such a lot to do. But it looks like a very interesting game, that's for sure. If you enjoyed this brief playthrough, make sure to smash that like button, and if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more of this really awesome content. And as always, until next time, stay frosty out there.